Good things are happening in cryptocurrency right now. We see Bitcoin has just surpassed $105,000 once again. And we are all hoping that that money will then flow into altcoins. So if you got a bag that you've been holding, I know you're ready for it to pump. Just be ready to take profit when the opportunity arises. And on today's breaking news video, we're going to talk about the new sector in crypto that is getting a lot of attention. And that sector is AI. And I know you've been hearing about AI agents, all the new startups that are creating new programming tools to make sure that the AI sector can be integrated really well into blockchain technology. We're also going to dive into some updates with payment infrastructure and crypto.com and talk about everything that they're doing. So welcome back to the channel. My name is C. Will, and this is the Passive Income Network. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment and say, what's good? This is a post by Consensus 2025, standing room only, the first AI summit panel at Consensus 2025. This is the place to be for cutting edge insights. So when we're talking about the AI industry, that's artificial intelligence, smart contracts, blockchain technology, and transparency. And overall, they're all working on efficiency. So imagine blockchains having AI agents that can tap into a crypto wallet, purchase tickets for you, buy different things in the digital space, coins, NFTs, or physical items. So that's what a lot of people are working on today. And a few of these blockchains, you got Algorand, you got Hedera, XRP, Base, all of them are working on advancing the AI sector. So here we go. This is Hedera AI Demo Day 1. Live pitches, VCs, and L1 judging of agentic AI on Hashgraph. Then they say, join us for a high-stakes, action-packed live event featuring top leadership across Web3 and artificial intelligence. Witness the rise of digital ledger powered agentic AI. So right here, you can see it. Hedera X AI Demo Day. You got guests from Hashgraph, Algorand Foundation, XDC, Constellation DAG, the Head Starters, Helix, other ventures, HiveMind, and with sponsors from obviously Hedera Foundation, Hedera, Hashgraph Online. So this is something big that's happening. You see all the tags of the organizations, but overall it's about building AI infrastructure so that way blockchain can stay in line with the NVIDIAs, with the Palantirs, with the Teslas, with all the companies that are doing AI and robotics. This should be good for altcoins in general. Then we have a post by Stacey Warden, the CEO of the Algorand Foundation. She was there speaking at an AI event this past week. She says, I made 3 arguments. Number 1, blockchain is critical for data integrity regarding deep fakes. Remember, deep fakes is be happening. And then number 2, level 3 agents can only run on crypto rails because they need to have control over their own finances. That's a good point. And number 3, distributed compute is the future, so we aren't overly reliant on 5 large black box language learning models. Got a round of applause for number 2. So agents, as I mentioned, spending money. That's what it's all about. The agents spending money, being able to agent deals with each other on behalf of their human overlord, basically. All right, now that's enough about AI. Let's talk about payment infrastructure. So this is a big one here. Circle made a post and they says, we're thrilled to see global brands like Sony leading the way in supporting stablecoin innovation. Sony's store online Singapore now accepts USDC through crypto.com Pay, opening up a new commerce possibilities powered by blockchain. So that's right here. Now accepts USDC via crypto.com. So you can use your crypto.com at the Sony online store in Singapore. So the narrative of payments in the digital dollar is definitely panning out day after day, brand after brand as we speak. In my opinion, I always thought that stable coins is a very smart move to push out into the mainstream world as adoption. And again, those who are using certain blockchains like the Chronos on the crypto.com, you got to hold that token for gas fees. You got to hold the XRP token for Ripple payments. You got to hold the Algo token for Algorand payments and so forth. So there's going to be some backhand demand, I believe, there. But this says spend $100, get 20 USDC, or spend $300, get linked Buds speaker worth $300. So they got a little promo for y'all. And then this next one, USDC deposits and withdrawals via Algorand are now live on crypto.com. So Algorand now has access to crypto.com. You can send your USDC to and fro crypto.com just like you can on Coinbase. Smart integration by both of those companies. Now on to some big stuff for XRP. Ripple payments momentum is building in the UAE. So remember, they have signed a deal over there. And now we're seeing the fruits of their labor. Following our DFSA license, Zanbank and MamoPay are now live on Ripple payments, bringing always-on blockchain-powered cross-border payments to one of the world's top remittances hubs. Here's right here. This is Mamo Payments. It's for the UAE businesses and companies to make payments do expensive, and they're using crypto. Save your finance team 18 plus hours per week. Over 3,000 companies use Mamo to automate financial operations and get corporate credit cards, manage payment collection, business spends, and expenses from a single platform. So they're out there pushing, obviously a Visa integration. But listen, I ain't mad at XRP. They out there making waves. UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, they all doing their thing, obviously. And now, a next payment update is by Algorand Foundation. The Algo Wallet debit card is now live. The only card on crypto with real-time on-chain balance tracking and the ability to withdraw and deposit anytime. No signups, no yearly fee. Online and offline payments. Experience the power of Algorand every day, everywhere you go. Spend with the MasterCard USDC, powered by Immersive, and users in the UK, Germany, Spain, and New Zealand. They're started now. And let's talk about this. So the difference is, like, I have a Moonwell card. I use it. And a lot of these other cards by Cypher and a few other companies. The difference here is that the Moonwell cards, or those type of cards by Cypher, you have to top up or you have to load. And I had a similar card with crypto.com a few years back. You have to top up, you have to load. The difference between this MasterCard on Algorand is that it spends directly from your wallet. Yes, you have the MasterCard inside of your Apple Pay and all of that. However, you swipe, you tap, and it comes directly from your crypto wallet. So there is no process of topping up and loading a card. And I think that's one of the most innovative ways to do it. So this is a site here. If you ain't tried it and you're in Europe, you should definitely check it out. And always let me know your experience in the comments below. Now, let's finish out with some news by Hedera. Hedera says, GM and hello, future. It's a new era for Hedera. That kind of rhymes. The Hedera ecosystem just leveled up with a fresh identity, strategic upgrades, and new leadership designed to bring alignment across the board. So they have a new name and a new aim and objective, basically. H-Bar Foundation is now the Hedera Foundation. Same mission, sharper focus on ecosystem and retail growth, and they're led by their CEO of that foundation. And then the Hedera Governing Council, which has like Google, IBM, and all these big companies, is now just the Hedera Council. New name, same core, focus on governments and enterprise adoption. And then they have a president and a stepping in chair elect. And then Hedera is still the boss chain, the base layer, the trust layer of the digital economy, open, public, and unstoppable. This evolution reflects what the community's always been about: transparency, decentralization, and real world utility. Listen up, y'all. That's a nice bit of updates in the AI space, in the payment infrastructure space, and obviously with the Hedera rebranding. But on top of it all, this is all happening when Bitcoin is at $105,000 at the time of this video. Again, make sure y'all leave any comments, any likes, or any suggestions of any other topics that you would like to see covered on this channel. I'm C. Will. This is the Passive Income Network. Until the next time, y'all. Peace.
Passive income, gold in my dental, thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals, told my girl it was simple.